If you're watching this now, there's a good chance you're stuck. You've tried to lose weight before, maybe more times than you can count, and every time it just doesn't stick. You feel like you're failing, and maybe you've started to lose hope. This is Carnivore Rex, and I'm here to tell you my story. I get it because I've been there. I wasn't just overweight, and I did not see a way out. Let's just say if the scale had a max capacity warning, I tested it. True story, when I first bought my scale, I couldn't even weigh on it because it just said error, error, error. So I had to weigh at the doctor's office. Then COVID hit, and like so many of us, I was stuck at home, working from the couch, eating everything that wasn't nailed down, barely moving, living in sweatpants, because let's be honest, that's all that fit. And not the cool, athletic kind. I was in survival mode, but truthfully, it was slowly killing me.
I'm just a number, but I represent something very real. I'm the story you lived through, even if you never said it out loud. Hi, I'm 42%. That's how many adults in the US gained more weight than they intended during the COVID-19 shutdown. I'm 29 pounds, the average weight gained by those people. But don't forget about my cousin. 10% of folks gained over 50 pounds. I'm 50%. That's how many Americans reported exercising less during lockdown. The world stopped moving, and so did we. I'm the silent climb in childhood BMI. In kids aged 5 to 11, weight gain accelerated, nearly doubled during the pandemic. Now meet 41%. That's how many adults reported symptoms of anxiety or depression in 2020. Nearly 4 times higher than the year before. I'm 13%, the number of people who turned to alcohol or substances just to cope. And I'm 1 in 4 young adults who seriously considered no longer being here. We're not just numbers. We're patterns. We're symptoms. We're signals. Weight gain isn't just about food. It's about fear, isolation, stress, and mental health. It doesn't just live in the mind. It shows up on the scale, in your sleep, your energy, your choices. But we're not your destiny. We're just data. Snapshots of a moment in time. We don't define you. You do. Every walk, every honest conversation, every new habit rewrites me. And if you've been feeling the weight of those shutdown years physically, mentally, you're not alone. You're not weak. You're human, and healing is possible. Comment if you see yourself in these numbers. Share if you're ready to change the story. Let's move forward together.
And then something happened. My daughter was born. But that wasn't the only reason I changed. I also have an older daughter. And I felt like I'd been letting her down for years. Not showing up, not being the dad she deserved. It wasn't her fault, but she was growing up watching a version of me that I wasn't proud of. I knew something had to give, and for the first time, I stopped lying to myself. So how I started changing my life? I didn't want to just lose weight. I wanted to get my life back. I started small, keto first, no sugar, no carbs, no processed or boxed junk. It was brutal.
Cutting carbs isn't just about dropping pounds. It's about dropping fat while keeping your muscle. Keto and carnivore fuel your body to burn fat for energy, not muscle. That means sustainable weight loss, steady energy, and real strength. No more crashes. No more cravings. Just a leaner, healthier you.
But I stuck with it. Even when I wanted to cry into a bag of Doritos and smell the juiciness of the cheddar, the processed cheddar. Eventually, I went full carnivore. Meat, eggs, butter, salt. That's it. And you'd think I'd miss the carbs, but I didn't. My energy came back, my brain fog lifted, and I started moving my body again just 4 days a week. Lifting what I could, doing what I could. Nothing fancy. Just making sure I showed up 4 times a week to the gym. I was finally becoming the man I wanted to be for them and me. Now let me talk to you about the mental battle. I did the inner work too. I journaled, I walked, I listened to mindset podcasts. I even yelled at myself in the mirror once. My wife was concerned, but hey, it worked. It worked. Sometimes you got to yell at yourself. And every time I felt like giving up, I pictured my girls, my family, my wife. I imagined them growing up without their dad. This was the fire I needed. Now let's talk about making carnivore fun and actually tasty. So let's talk about food. Because let's be honest, eating ground beef every day can make you question your life choices. At one point, I swore if I saw one more plain burger patty, I was going to lose my mind. Did I see one more? I sure did. But you know what I did? I got creative. I started making carnivore waffles, crispy chicken skins, chips, ribeye bites with garlic butter, cheesy egg puffs, even some wild stuff like bacon wrapped meatballs. Don't knock it until you try it. I have tried some things. Those recipes saved me from burnout, and now I'm sharing them here on this channel because if they help me stay consistent, maybe they'll help you too. And that's what this is all about, helping each other get where we're going and stay healthy. So let's talk about some real things like motivation. If you're watching this thinking, that's great for him, but I'm too far gone, stop that. I was depressed, I was scared, but I made it out. If I can do that, anybody can do it because I am not nothing special. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to try and try again and keep showing up even on the days you don't want to. Those are the most important days, them days you don't want to. And I'm going to be honest with you. Motivation fails, but discipline will change your life. My daughters didn't just motivate me, they saved me. They gave me a why. Stronger than any craving, stronger than any excuse. And we all know those sugar cravings are strong. If you try to give up sugar for a day or two, you know that dark mistress calls you from the shadows. But I wanted to be the dad at the park, the guy grilling ribeyes at the family cookout, the grandpa who's still lifting weights and annoying his grandkids with bad grandpa jokes at 80. Do you want to be that too? So wherever you're at in your journey, whether you're starting stuck or starting over, keep going. One meal, one workout, one day at a time. Because I didn't just wake up here. I had to take that first step and then the second step. Subscribe if you want simple carnivore recipes, real motivation, and some raw truth along the way. Drop a comment and tell me where you're at. I'd love to hear your stories too. So let's get healthy. Not just for us, but for the people who need us the most. Let's do this together. This is Carnosaurus Rex signing off because meat heals, mindsets matter, and we're not here to nibble salads. We're here to take back our lives, one steak at a time. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like if you're about that meat-based life. And drop a dinosaur in the comments if you're ready to evolve past the standard American diet.